Willie Contraband here, and welcome to Beyond Duality.
Beyond duality, three eyes in a circle. Willie Contraband, no soul, controversial. Facts on facts, but my name's not Urkel. Hit 'em where it hurts till their heart turns purple. They say they got you.
Alright. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How are you guys? How are you guys? Yes, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, I'm back, guys. Pretty much. Let me break it down to you guys. I know I've been ghost these last few months. I'm pretty much like disappeared, and I'm here to tell you guys why. But first of all, I want to say, thank you very much to all the people that reached out. I had a lot of people these last 2 months, email me or message me and, just making sure that I'm good, I truly appreciate that. So thank you guys. There's people commenting on my old videos too, asking hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Where's the readings and all that? Which is cool, because it shows people really care and, people still interested and all that good stuff, so big ups to you guys, much peace. But yeah, then let's get to it. So I've been gone last few months. If you guys, for the people that have been following me, these last few months or this past year or so, you could tell the last 6 months, there's a pattern going on with the videos. Sometimes I wasn't able to do all the videos. Sometimes I was coming out with the videos really late. Sometimes, the last video I did was November, and I only got to put out one video for Pisces, which blew the fuck up. Thank you guys. Thank you fucking Pisces, you mother suckers. I love you guys. Shout out to Taurus. Shout out to all you guys. But yeah, November was the last video I put out. It blew up. I don't know how. It got hella views, comments, and all that good stuff. I guess it really helped a lot of people. It was for Pisces. But I did record a whole bunch of videos that month, but my life got so busy that I wasn't able to put them out. But going back to the patterns, that been happening the last months, if you look back or if you guys been following it or, being aware, paying attention to it, things were slowing down on my YouTube in that sense because, I wasn't able to, provide much of my energy to the digital world as much as I would like to, because my third dimensional realm, my physical world, started to really open up. As in, a lot of good things started happening for me. A lot of great things started happening for me. But it needed my attention and it needed my energy and it needed to respond to these things. I had responsibilities to take care of because, especially when a lot of things start to materialize and manifest in your life, you have to give it that energy that you were giving it before you wanted it. And so I had to focus a lot in the physical world, which is hard for me because I'm not really in the 3D that much. I am in 3D, obviously we all are in the system, in this dimension, but I'm more mental. I'm really spiritual. Not even really spiritual, we're all spiritual. It's not about, I'm just in tune with my spirituality, but I'm usually in 4D, 5D and beyond, in the higher dimensions. So to give most of my energy to the third dimension was it was draining, it was very draining, but whatever. So let me let you know, guys, let me let you guys know what's been happening, right? So all right, a lot of great things been happening in my life. Where do I start? All right, let's just start here. So this past summer, I was intertwined, I guess, with my life partner. I met someone, not even met, but the universe brought us back together. But my life partner, I don't even know how to explain it because it was so weird, so crazy, but it's like, that's how my life is. It's just weird and crazy. But long story short, I have a life partner now. And this girl has been in my life for a lot of years, but we just been friends and we made moves together and all that for a long time. A few years back, and we moved to different states and all that, and she moved to multiple different states. I moved to North Carolina from up north, like New Jersey, and she moved to multiple states. She was in North Carolina, Florida, Jersey, but long story short, whatever. In that sense, I was literally just walking down my block, where I was living before, and I ran into her walking her dog, and it was not like crazy. It was like, oh my god. It was just like, wow, hey, how are you? How you been? Are you taking care of yourself? Blah blah. Because the type of person I am, I always like want to make sure people are taking care of themselves, that they're loving themselves, they're good. So she was like, in her vortex, living her life, doing the damn thing. And I'm just there like, just chilling, macking, and whatever. Like, it just started with that one interaction, and I didn't make that big of a deal. I was just like, wow, that's pretty weird, like we both were in different states. Now we ended up living in the same neighborhood. So long story short, I feel like, I found my life partner, and we're a good team, great team, and we both have a common goal. And since the summer, when we meshed together, became a unified, a union. We just been making moves. We've been just trying to get to where we want to go, and we've been helping each other, uplifting each other, and trying to, make sure we assist each other in making sure we get to where we want to go. And the whole thing with that is like, that was big for me, because anyone that personally knows me, I'm not one to be in relationships as of like this last half a decade. Growing up in these last like 10 years of my life, before this half a decade, I was always in relationships, and serious, deep relationships for many years, multiple times. And heartbreaks is a motherfucker. Like, that shit will really get to you and not make you want to ever open up again, right? But one of the biggest things of the last 4 or 5 years, from my previous heartbreak, was that I wanted to make sure that before I intertwined with anyone else, that I loved myself. And I've been on this self-love journey that I made sure, no matter what, these last 4 or 5 years, that I was loving myself. I made myself number one, because I never made myself number one. And my life started to really change, once I shifted my perspective, my paradigm, and a lot of great things started opening up in my life before this, with music, with business. If you guys been following me for the last 2 years, you guys would know 2 years ago I quit my job, and I really had to get down to it. Like, I really had to get in tuned with thyself, with my inner being. I had to, detox from a lot of things, and that's all self-love. I had to heal my trauma, talk to my inner child, and nurture him, and make sure that that inner child is good and he's still up and at it and alive and ready to keep going, because your inner child is the one that knows what it wants. The inner child is the one that wants to have fun and live life and be abundant and be joyful and all that good stuff, right? But blah 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 blah, etc., all that stuff. Last 4 or 5 years, I made sure I love myself. I was fucking loving myself, like, to the max. And I knew when I reached a certain level of loving myself, I would find someone that would match that love. And my life partner is a person that, like I told you, it's been years that I've known her, but she's always loved me, and I've never seen no one love me from a distance for that long, that strong, holding on. And she had the desire, she had this mentality that, you know, she wanted someone to match her love, and she has a lot of love to give, and she was just like me, like not loving herself like a long time ago, you know, giving her love to everyone else, you know, trying to take care of other people before you take care of yourself. So we was both in a vortex, frequencies matched up, you already know how it goes, and we're a unit now. And this past summer, I, you know, realized, you know, there was a lot of turbulence that started happening. And I bring this up because I call 2018, the year that just passed, the year of retrogrades, because all the planets pretty much was like in retrograde, even fucking asteroids and Chiron and all this shit, whatever. It was crazy, but it brought a lot of things back to, you know, reflect and reanalyze and reorganize my life. So that turbulence was just like a wake-up call. And I got in this union with my life partner, and, you know, I started getting downloads and talking to my guide, which is my grandmother, and things were good. But when I say turbulence, it was just like I wasn't used to, you know, sharing my time like that anymore. You know, I wasn't used to sharing my energy and, you know, doing all these things. Even though I enjoyed it, I wasn't used to it. So once like time started passing by, you know, I was like kind of going a little crazy, because I'm a fucking introvert, bro. Like, I'm out here doing my thing, and, you know, I'm an artist and a performing artist as well. So I perform in shows, and I'm always in front of, like, you know, hundreds of people and, you know, big crowds and all that. But it's like I tell people, I'm like, yo, I don't even like to talk. Like, that's why I had to do this YouTube thing, because I had to start breaking my, you know, my throat chakra. Like, I had to break that shit open and be more vocal about things, and, you know, be more external and extroverted, and I'm trying. But going back to the introverted thing, that was hard, trying to like share that with my life partner, like, you know, going out and doing stuff together all the time and being together. And then, you know, in my neighborhood, we ended up moving together where we was at in the summertime. So I moved, I had a time that I moved in the summer, which I couldn't do videos at that moment either. And that was a lot of stuff going on. Everybody knows when you move, it's just like so much. But whatever. The downloads I got, this is the important part that I'm trying to say, is that I realized, because I know a lot of people out there, you know, are interested in love and interested in being in a relationship with someone else that could love them back and match up their frequencies and the vibrations that they give out. The biggest thing I learned so far was that when you get in a relationship, in a partnership with someone else, you have to love yourself even more at that point. And that was like, I remember there was this one night I had, like, you know, and it was all a mental thing within myself, that, you know, I started getting lost in the relationship. I started, you know, devoting all my time, and I'm like, I'm not used to this. And I'm like, but I like it. But I, like, something inside of me was like, nah. And everything I was doing, like, as we all would when you're in a relationship, for the most part, most of us would, is you give yourself, you give your time, your energy, anything you got. You want to show them that you love them, you want to show them that you're loyal, that they could trust you, blah blah. And that's good stuff. But whatever, long story short, my grandma, or some download, the energy that I got, whatever the fuck it was like, Willie, more than ever now is when you gotta love yourself, you know. And I realized what a, you know, a partnership, a relationship, a union is about two individuals coming together. You know, a lot of the shit that they program us with is about, you know, finding your other half. No. Because you're not a half, you're a whole being. That's why you got to be, you know, how do they say it? Oh, holy. You know, religions say, oh, holy. When they're talking about holy, the holy one, or whatever, what they're referring to is being whole. And we over here thinking our whole lives that we got to find our other half. No. It's two individuals, two people. And you have to make sure you're whole. You got to make sure you're loving yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more you'll be able to show love to that other person. And that's one of the biggest things I learned unifying and intertwining with my life partner. But she's great. She's very lovely. She's awesome. Very kind and compassionate. She cares about people in the world and animals and a lot of stuff, you know. But I always knew that about her. You know, I always knew she had a good heart within, as we all do. At the core, I believe we're all beautiful people. We're all good people, no matter, well, most of us. I think majority of the people are good people when it comes down to the core of their heart and their soul and spirit. But anyways, so that's one of the major things that really shifted my life these past few months, or half a year, or however long it's been. Time is so blurry nowadays. But that was the biggest thing. Unify my life partner, or intertwined it, whatever. And then started making moves. I got a car in 2018, Mini Cooper Type S, which I'm very grateful for, because you know, I spent a long time without a car, and I was out here making moves on foot. You know, I was doing that for years, like as a kid, as a teenager. Then I had a car for a few years, and you know, I wasn't wise with it or grateful for it. So I lost like multiple cars that I had, and then I spent about almost 2 years, these last 2 years, without a car. But I never used that as an excuse to be like, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like, if I had to go somewhere, I was gonna find my way always, you know. But I did get a car. I'm fucking grateful for that shit, because now I'm able to make more moves on my end. But so life partner, got my Mini Cooper Type S, which is cool, convertible. And then the biggest thing of all, you know, I never shared this with you guys, but you know, a lot of things that I try to manifest and attract in my life, I keep it to myself at first to protect the energy until I'm able to materialize it, and then I could share with people. But there was a couple of people in my inner circle that I did let know last year. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do this. And that's why I haven't came out with other videos that I want to come out with you guys, which hopefully I could do this year, which one of them, it's a series. I got multiple series that I want to do. It's all in here and on paper. But one of them is called Miracle Mondays Manifestation Walks, where I want to take you guys on my walks in the morning, you know, on Mondays, to start off the Monday, because Miracle Mondays, nobody loves Mondays, nobody likes it, everybody hates it, but it's my favorite day. Well, one of them. And every day is my favorite day. But I want to show you guys how I attract things in my life. You know, last year I did do a video saying, like, you know, I want to share with you guys different techniques, because, you know, a lot of people on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff, Facebook, whatever, social media, internet, digital world, talk about law of attraction and, you know, how to bring things into your life, blah, 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 but they leave you very, like, at a basic part that it's like, okay, I do this, but then what do I do next? And also, one of the biggest things that I've learned, which is a cliche quote or saying that I've always heard growing up, less is more. And when you're trying to manifest things, less is more, as in you have to clear space out. All right, let me not get too deep into this, so I can just let you guys know what it was that I manifested. And this is very big for me, because, like I said earlier in this video, and I have other videos explaining, I quit my job 2 years ago. I was a manager at Starbucks for 6 years. I started doing music. You know, I told you when I started loving myself, music was one of the downloads I got. That Source was like, yo, you gotta do this, bro. I don't care if you don't want to do it, because I didn't want to do it. But Source was like, yo, you gotta do this. And I started doing music, started touring and doing all these shows, and I couldn't work at Starbucks no more. And I had to make a big decision that 2 years ago, whether I was gonna stay or not. If I was gonna stay at Starbucks, climb the corporate ladder, do all that, all my time gets taken away, and I wouldn't be able to do much outside of work. And I was like, I don't think I want to do this. So I took the risk, quit my job, was depending on the money from the music, and then I started creating multiple streams of income outside of the music. But this is big because I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I got multiple streams of income and they're all bringing in millions, because that's not the truth. Everything fluctuates. It goes up and down as the seasons go. And there's been many times in these last 2 years that, I had a lot of rough patches, but I never, share that with people or, like distribute that energy so that other people could use it and be like, that would bring joy to other people if they hear me like, oh, like thinking my dreams aren't working, or, the things that I said I was going to do is not helping, just because at the moment it doesn't seem evident. But whatever. What I'm trying to say is that these last 2 years, it's been an obstacle, it's been a challenge, and I've been loving every minute of it. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I don't get mad at the universe, God, or this person, or this fucking shit, or whatever, for anything that's happened to me. I know everything is because of me, and these rough patches that I've gone through were just moments these last 2 years that I wasn't focused enough, or maybe I wasn't putting enough time and energy or being efficient enough in certain things. But all I'm trying to say is that I'm not a fucking millionaire, billionaire yet, but I am here because this is the gold mine, and we all have access to the gold mine. And one of the major things that I kept saying I wanted to attract and manifest and materialize in my life was a house. Multiple reasons why. A big reason was like I was tired of paying rent, because I felt like, and this is not to like discourage anyone that's renting, but this is money that you're putting towards something every month, but it doesn't bring back value. It just makes sure that month, like that money makes sure that month you have a roof over your head, right? So that was one thing that clicked in my head. I'm like, yo, like I want a house. I'd rather put money towards a house that is sooner or later becomes an asset and I could utilize. And also then I just got to worry about fucking taxes and shit or whatever, and paying water and electricity. But long story short, what I'm trying to say, guys, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling because I'm venting. I don't really talk to people like that, so like this is the way I get it out. But one of the biggest things was I wanted a house, I wanted a home. And last year was when it really fucking triggered in my head. I'm like, I could do this. And I told a couple of, my associates that I trust, certain people. I didn't tell a lot of people, but I told a couple of people that I knew like they would protect my energy, And I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a house. I just said it like if I had fucking, $500,000 already, and I'm like, yo, I just gotta pick one and I'm gonna pay for it, But right here, I was like, I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna fucking buy a house. And I was like, I don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I just know it's gonna happen, And that's one of the biggest things in attraction, is that not worrying about the how, how's this gonna happen, because then your logic will gonna fuck with you. Your logic's gonna be like, oh, you can't because it has to be like this. Or your logic's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna restrict you because, in order to get a house, you gotta have this much money, or you gotta have this type of credit, or whatever. And I'll let you know straight up, I don't got no fucking credit, bro. I really don't. I'm out here making major moves with no credit and none of that shit. And yeah, credit's important. It is. It's just I don't have it because I moved out when I was 18. And my first apartment, I fucked that shit up and just ruined my credit. And then, fucking hospital bills when I used to go to the hospital back in the day. And just a whole bunch of stuff piled on when I was 18. In 1 year, fucked up my credit till now. I think now I could start rebuilding it or whatever. But whatever, logic will kill anything that you're trying to manifest with your imagination, which is a creative side of your mind, right? Whatever, long story short, I got a fucking house, bro. I got a fucking house. I'm so grateful. You know, and it's not only me. My life partner is here as well. And, you know, she's not here right now. But we got a house. And I guess that was why the universe sent her to me in a way. You know, someone that had, you know, common goal, has similar vision, the direction of the vision of where she wants to lead her life to. And, you know, the things that she wanted to achieve and whatever. It's not like we both we want to do the same exact thing. But one major common thing that we both had in our directory of vision was that we wanted a house, right? And we fucking got it. Beautiful home, perfect size for starter home, not too big because you fucking gotta clean this stuff. You know, you gotta clean the house and shit. Like, it's hard to keep up with a house. And we moved in December 1st, I think. But let me show you guys real quick. I'll show you the first floor, right? I can't show you everything because I gotta walk up the stairs. But apparently, it's still Christmas. Believe in the magic of Christmas. Believe in the magic of yourself. So this is the home, guys. Check it out, check it out. Got a little sage burning because I had to, like, you know, clean some energy. Oh, got the W right there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's still fucking Christmas here. And New Year's, apparently. 2019. Oh yeah, guys. Also, I got a fucking dog. Not one, but two. This is Roxy. Hey, Rox. Then we got a brand new baby, Lucia. Say hi, Lucia. What's up, girl? That's the new baby. We just got her when we moved in here. And Lucia is very similar to my grandmother's name, my angel, and we named her that in honor of her. And then also, well, there's the stairs to go upstairs, but we have a black cat as well, which is pretty fucking dope. I used to be scared of cats, and that was a trauma that I had to heal as well. Also, you know, got the binaural beats playing. Literally have that shit all day playing. Keep the vibes going. But yeah, so now give you a little tour of the house. So I hope you guys forgive me for not being able to be as active on here. And that was like the major thing, is the house for sure. We renovated the house when we got here. We did all the floors. We did the like paint the walls. We didn't do it ourselves. We like hired people, but yeah, we had to get all that stuff done. So that was a lot of stuff to like. It was just a lot. It was a lot. And all right, so I told you guys, life partner. I got my new car. Got the house. Also, like I was explaining to you guys, and for you of those that know, you know, I'm a music artist, and you know, so December was crazy because we got the house, we was doing renovations. We had to get the renovations done before a certain date because my mom and my mom was coming from Jersey, my aunt was coming from Florida, and I was surprising them. I didn't tell them I bought a house, so we had to get that done. So that was another reason, like, you know, my mind was all over the place and I couldn't really, like, I've been wanting to do these videos so bad, right? So that same time, while that's going on, I've been working on my new album, which is pretty much my debut album. You know, I was calling it's a project for sure, but I was calling it a project. And by the time it was getting done, I'm like, yo, this is like pretty much my debut album, right? And it's called Swim. For you guys that know, I love words because words create your worlds. Whatever you speak comes into existence. So I have my new project, my new album called Swim, and it's an acronym, and it stands for Spoken Words in Motion. And there's some pretty dope shit on there. I feel like I was able to more, expose who I am a little bit more, which is sometimes difficult for me. Like, the best I've done is to show people who I am is through these videos on YouTube. But through my music, that was really big. And I wanted to make sure that I could, express that, being a little bit more vulnerable in a way, or just talking about things that I think are important. But you guys should go check that out. I have a link down below. Right now it's on SoundCloud, and it's going to be on all platforms within the next month or so with bonus songs. So check it out on SoundCloud. The last song is called G.O.D. And I think you guys will love it. Out of all the songs on there, that's one of the songs I think that, you guys as the audience that I've, not created, I didn't create you guys, but the audience that I've retained, that I've received, which are you guys, which I love you guys. I think you guys will fucking love that song, G.O.D. And once again, another acronym, G.O.D. stands for Generator, Operator, Destroyer. And I feel like that's what God is, right? And if you guys see my readings, I have that higher messages from your higher self factor in the reading. And I always say, oh, messages from the universe, or God, or Allah, or Judah, or Buddha, or Muhammad, or Jehovah, or whoever, right? So all the gods have that and that's why they say amen and hallelujah, because it's a vibration. It's that sound that creates certain things. You drink some water, right? Which I have to drink some real quick, right? Because it feels good. It's a good feeling sound vibration, right? But yeah, so G.O.D., check that out, guys, please. Even if you don't listen to the whole album, just listen to G.O.D. I think you guys will fucking love it. You hear it, come back to the video and let me know how you guys like it, or if you don't like it, what do you think about it, or whatever. But it's super dope. Like, that's one of my favorite songs, and so far it's the ones that's getting the best feedback. A lot of people, which I thought, to me, that song was controversial, because I'm over here like kind of talking about all religions, and I just like meshed in all the gods or whatever. But that was the one that people fucking loved the most, and I was like, wow, like that was the one that I was scared about the most, and everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people loved it. So definitely check that out, guys. But the reason I bring that up is because as I was moving and making all these moves, and learning how to balance this relationship, as in like making sure I'm loving myself first, I was doing this project since last year, like getting it ready, and I had all these songs that I had to break down, and I had to do the writings, I had to go record it, then mix it, and do a whole bunch of stuff. I was doing that all at the same time as I was moving and renovating the house and all this stuff, right? And then I had 2 launch parties for it at the same time. This is just to give you guys a glimpse of the perspective of my life, of what I've been going through, right? The last couple months. So all at that same time, all that's going on. Then I had 2 launch parties for my album. So I had a launch party December 12th actually, 12/12 in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina. Had that. Then 2 weeks later, December 28th, had one in New Jersey. And they were both beautiful, amazing, so like diverse and different, and it was unique. And I really put it in like my intentions, that I was like, I'm gonna start throwing events instead of me like getting booked for other shows, and people using me to like make money in a way to perform, which is cool because I got exposure, and I got a good following off of that and all that stuff, and I enjoyed all the experiences. But now I'm like, I want to throw my own events, and I'm like, I want to do it different. And the feedback that I got from these 2 events that I did for my new album, Swim, Spoken Words in Motion, was phenomenal. Like, it was amazing. So much great vibes. Like, we had people doing spoken words, poetry. We had my homegirl from Jersey doing tarot readings live at the event. which was super dope. Like no one's ever seen that in that area, you know. They're like, wow. Check her out, Mindful Dose. She's also on SoundCloud. She has a podcast for meditation and all that, Mindful Dose. Check her out on Instagram as well. But I had that and a whole bunch of stuff, man. Like I could go on forever about, and then I have so much more ideas to come too. But it was just dope, man. It was dope. It was great energy. Everyone had a good time. I had a live painter there too. Like, oh my god, it was dope. Go check my Instagram, my artist Instagram, Mr_Contraband. I got like pictures and like video up there from the events, so you guys could get like, you know, a glimpse of it to see like I'm not bullshitting you guys or nothing. Like I've really been busy, yo. I've really been busy. And me knowing myself, like back in the day, before I quit my job, the 10 years before that, I was working like 2-3 jobs for almost 10 years. That's why I had to quit my job, and I felt like I was retired, but I'm not really retired. I still gotta make moves. So, you know, all the stuff I was doing in December, it was a lot. In November as well, and just the last few months, to be honest. But, you know, something in me is like, yo, you could really do it, but something was telling me, like, don't overwork yourself, Willie. And, you know, I was just praying and hoping that you guys would understand, you know, when I'm come forth with it. But, yeah, guys, that happened so much, and there's even more. Like, I don't even want to explain it because that's just enough at that. But yeah, guys, I just want to say I'm sorry. Not that I really gotta be sorry in a way, because, you know, I had to take care of my business, and, you know, I gotta do my thing out here as well in the 3D world and make sure that, you know, I'm moving forward and progressing and doing the things that I want, and, you know, manifesting and attracting and achieving the things that I desire. But I say sorry in a way, it's like a self-reflection thing, because like I wanted to do these videos. I want to like do this for you guys. I want to provide you guys with the guidance or advice or information that you need. And sometimes it could be one little thing in each video. It could be a 10-second part that I say something that could, you know. And I've gotten, you know, feedback from people telling me, whoa, when you said this, it just changed the way I looked at things multiple of times. And that's something that I thrive on. Like, that's, you know, the fire that gets lit within my spirit. I love to help people. And that's why, you know, my self-love challenge was such an obstacle. Because it was hard for me to love myself, because I love to love people. I love to love everyone else. Back in the day, I loved everyone else but me, you know? And that's why it's like, you know, when shit's happening and I gotta take my time out to love myself, I have to, you know. It's important to love yourself. And, you know, but long story short, I'm happy that I'm here talking to you guys again. You know, I missed it. Like, I really did. And it just sucked, because at one point, with everything going on and I'm just like trying to force these videos, I was like, it feels like work, and I don't want this to feel like work, because then it's like I'm gonna just be here like everybody else on YouTube. Like, they're getting tired of doing that shit, you know. And I don't want to. I always want to be able to give you guys the best energy, the most genuine, pure energy that I can give, you know, because you guys deserve it. And like I said, I love people, man. I love to love people. I love to help people, and I'm happy that I'm back at it. So that's pretty much for that. I mean, I think I had a couple other things to tell you guys, but I can't remember right now, and it's okay, because I'm already going pretty deep into this, almost 40 minutes. So let's get into how I'm moving forward. So the thing is, as well, I have my businesses that I've been having. I have multiple businesses, you know, registered and licensed and all that now for the last 2-3 years, and now they're starting to build up. So it's been taking me more time to have to put work into those things, and energy and attention. I've been building teams in multiple regions to help me with these things. Also, the thing is that I want to keep doing this. You know, I want to keep helping and, you know, just providing my guidance and my wisdom, because I feel like I've been through shit in this life. And like I always used to say, I might look young and you're like, who the fuck is this kid or whatever? But I know some shit, bro. I know some shit. And I want to let you guys know. And I'm going to. So moving forward with Beyond Duality, with these videos, if you guys have been, following me all along, you know that every month I was doing 13 videos. I would do one for each sign, and then I would do a solar cycle reading for whoever's birthday it was. Birthday, right? Beginning of Earth Day. The Earth Day. But so I used to had to bang out 13 videos every month, which I was pretty consistent for the most part in the beginning. But then when everything else started picking up and out here in the 3D world and shit, I realized, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be hard. Not even hard, it's just, I don't like saying hard, but a challenge, an obstacle, that to bang out 13 videos every month, and now, I've been thinking about it. I've been wanting to do this video for like a month and a half already, and every day I'm like, yo, tomorrow, and something like, there was this energy like just holding me back. I couldn't. That's why I had to fucking go put that sage. I saged the whole house today. I was like, I'm gonna do this video today, I don't care. And I had to sage the house and myself, because I'm like, there's something I have to clear. There's something heavy on me that's now allowing me to do a simple video that I want to do. So long story short, moving forward Beyond Duality with this channel, I want to be more efficient. Also, with my time and energy that I put into it, as well, I want to kind of direct it more in a way that it's beneficial for the collective. I want to start providing collective energy towards you guys. I want to show you guys that in reality, because I do help a lot of people all the time, every month. Shout out to all the people that fucking still get readings these last couple months. Like, I fucking love you guys, because that it's helped me, and obviously I'm helping you guys, because you guys email me back and say, oh my god, that reading was crazy. It triggered something in my mind, it activated something, it made me like take the step that I needed to take, it made me take this person out of my life, whatever. But I appreciate you guys. There's multiple people that bought yearly readings while like this gap of me not putting videos out. I was like, wow, there's people still buying readings. I'm still doing readings outside. But long story short, I just want to say thank you guys, for real. But long story short, all I'm trying to say is moving forward with Beyond Duality, I want to head it towards the direction of collective energy. Because what I'm trying to say is that I've been helping people for a long time, multiple people, especially now these last 3-4 years, that I'm helping people in multiple different states, even different countries, through like email and Skype and FaceTime and all that. And one thing that I've noticed, because it's like I got all these different energies and situations, scenarios, problems and challenges, whatever, coming to me, and I'm hearing all this, and I'm very aware, and I'm very attentive to everything. I'm like, wow, we're all going through the same shit, just in a different way. Because you gotta remember, like, we're all ruled by the same energy. These planets, these elements that are around us, nature, God, the universe. We're all on the earth together. Like, it don't matter what color your skin is, what language you talk, what part of the world you live in, what's your religion. We're all going through the same shit, yo, in a different way. But that hit me, and I'm like, I want to start doing collective energy videos. So that we could all see that we're going through the same thing in a different way, and we'll be able to support each other more. You'll be able to see other people and be more compassionate towards them, be more kind, feel for them. That's why, like, they'd be like, yo, I feel you. When I say I feel you, I feel you, yo. I'm a fucking empath. Like, I'm sensitive. Like, I can't be around certain energy because I start absorbing it. I'm like, yo, why am I feeling like this? I don't even feel like this. But the whole point is that once you understand that, like, we're all literally, like, heading to the same direction, the same destination in a way. Because, you know, we all born and we all gotta die. But death is nothing scary. It's just a transition. But we'll realize that we all gotta help each other out here. And, you know, helping each other is not like, oh, I gotta do this for this person. But it's just like holding the door for somebody, or, you know, smiling at a stranger, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, there's so many different ways to be more kind every day, because we're all going through shit. And that's why there's a lot of fucking assholes out here, because they think they're the only ones that are going through certain things, and then they express themselves in a certain way. And then people are depressed because they think they're the only ones, and they feel lonely, and they all sad because they think no one's there could understand them. And I'm one to tell you that, like, yo, I've gone through all those emotions, I've gone through all those personalities and characteristics, and what's really made me change is realizing that, yo, we're all going through similar things in a different way, and I have to feel for the next person. And it doesn't mean that I have to, you know, give them everything I got, but, you know, just giving them good energy is what it's about, you know. So going on with that, moving forward with Beyond Duality, I want to do collective energy in the videos. Also, I want to do different series, you know. I want to do, like I mentioned before, Miracle Monday manifestation walks, which I'll post probably like once every other Monday. I'll bring you guys on my walks in the morning, and show you guys the mantras and the type of energy and the vortex that I build around myself, and using, you know, the sun, which is our main energy source, you know, using water, which is big, you know, using different elements that are available to most of us, and using it to create a certain type of energy that you want, that could radiate and begin your whole day and your whole week in a positive way, you know, and keep you focused. That's more than anything, it's about keeping your focus on the things you want, you know. So that's one of the series I want to do. I want to do World of Words, which I want to break down, you know, words for you guys, etymology and the coding that's happening every day around us, so you can start seeing things for what they really are. And also with the readings, I'm gonna do the way I want to do the readings now, it's gonna be, I'm gonna start the videos off with the collective energy, right? Probably pull a card for us as a whole one, a whole one, as a whole, you know, source, or a whole consciousness, or a whole collective, or a whole network that we all are. We're all really fucking connected. Even though you're not conscious of it, we all affect each other. Anything you do is affecting the world. That's why I said, like, you know, what was his name? My nigga Buddha or Gandhi? Damn, I can't remember who. But he was like, be the change you want to see in the world. And that's one thing that I've really fucking took hard to the heart when I first heard that, like, years ago. And I realized everything is self. This whole world is just you. That's why it's the universe. You feel me? And we all gotta learn how to dance together in this magical party. But whatever. All I'm trying to say is, as a collective, the readings I'm gonna do, the videos, I'm gonna do a collective energy reading at first. And then in the same video, I'm gonna do each one of the signs. And, you know, I'll break it down. And I'm gonna do it right now for February soon, in a couple minutes. But I'll break it down in the comments, so, you know, you guys can know, like, where each part is at. But I would really think it's valuable for you guys to see the whole video, at least that first half where the collective energy is being distributed. And then I'll give you like the time codes or the timelines, so you can skip right to the part for, like, you know, Aries or Taurus, or, you know, whatever sign you are. So you guys don't gotta watch the whole thing or keep skipping through it. But so that's how I'm gonna go about the readings. I'm not gonna do 13 videos a month anymore, because I don't think I was working as smart as I could doing that. You know, considering all the other things that I have to manage in my everyday life, with all my other businesses and creations and all that. So I'm gonna do that. I hope you guys are okay with that. because that's the way I'm gonna do it. But so let's start it off. This is a first glimpse of the way the readings are gonna be from now on, and it's gonna be different. It's always gonna depend how I'm feeling as well, how many cards I pull out and all that. But to talk about collective energy real quick, as I mentioned before, whoa, sorry guys, there's like some energy flowing through me right now. I'm like, I haven't even ate nothing and I'm like getting like gas like coming up, like a bubble, like something's trying to like burst out of my mouth. I don't know, whatever. So like I mentioned before, 2018, I call it the year of retrogrades. I know we're in 2019, guys, just making sure. But 2018, I call it the year of retrogrades because all the planets pretty much was in retrograde, at least all the main ones. We had Chiron in retrograde, Uranus. I like saying Uranus, not Uranus. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars and Venus. Mars was harsh. Mercury's always in retrograde, Marasaka. But whatever, you get the point. So 2018 was the year of retrogrades, and a lot of us may have felt like a lot of things were pulled back. A lot of things were a challenge, or you're thinking like, why are these things happening again? I thought I already went through this like a long time ago. I thought I already dealt with this, or you had to like reorganize yourself, or you had to start reflecting on the way you feel or the way you think, or you had to start seeing like, certain things are not functioning right in my life. I have to fix that. I have to go back and plan my life in the right way. 2018 was about, trying to like pretty much keep your head above the water. 2018 was, it was harsh. Like I feel like a lot of people learned a lot of hard lessons. They gained so much wisdom, but it wasn't pleasant. I don't think 2018 was the most comfortable year. I don't think anyone's looking back like at 2018. I don't want to say anybody, but I don't think most people are looking back at 2018 and being like, oh, that was such a lovely year, that was so easy. Like 2018 to me was great, but it wasn't easy. 2018 was, I'm telling you, like all the shit that I just mentioned, fucking awesome, beautiful things, but it was not easy to come, and I had to deal with a lot of things, especially my inner self, but I feel like a lot of people went through major challenges that really showed them who they are, and that's why 2018 was so valuable. People hear retrograde, especially nowadays, the way like mainstream astrology is being distributed, and they're like, oh no, not retrograde, or no, Mercury retrograde, or whatever. People hear retrograde and they're like, oh shit, and I get it. Why? Because the energy changes up. It really does. But when you learn how to use that energy in the right way, retrogrades are the best. I'm telling you, because retrogrades is, the planet is becoming more still, so they say. So that energy is more stable, and you're able to pull more from that energy. But the reason, say like, let's say Mercury retrograde, because that's the most common. It happens the most throughout the year, at least 3 times, sometimes 4. The thing with that is that when Mercury retrograde happens, a lot of things get like confusing. There's a lot of miscommunication, misunderstandings. Traveling isn't the best at that time because everything seems to be delayed. People are just like antsy and just like irritated and frustrated. So that's a time to like, really go within and listen to yourself. Instead of trying to talk to other people or get advice from other people, or try to hold conversations with other people, that's a time to spend more with yourself, to talk to yourself and reflect on things with yourself and reorganize and recommunicate things in your mind. And maybe, I use the last Mercury retrograde to like reanalyze and reorganize my album. Like I had like 20 something songs, and when that was coming up, that time, and the Mercury retrograde came, I'm like, something was telling me, I'm like, all right, let me not talk to nobody about this. I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna have a staff meeting with myself, and I'm like, I cannot do this. Like, I cannot put out these many songs. I was like, I have to discern and decipher and decide which songs are the most valuable for me to put out. So that's just an example of like how to utilize Mercury retrograde in a better way. But retrogrades are great if you could adapt to that energy. You know, if you could change up, you know, the way you're going about things and just take a step back. Because when you take a step back, look, this is what I always say, because taking a step back is starting to understand, and then overstand, and then outstand. You know what I'm saying? Certain things. So say when you're too close to things and then the retrograde happens and you're like right in the forefront, in the face of things. Look, you see how close I am to you guys? You can't see like me fully. You can't see me clearly. You know, there's no clarity, as in you can't see the whole thing, right? But when you take a step back from things, you know, you can see it in whole. You know, even though it might be at a certain distance, you know, you can see things better. There's more clarity, you know, and it's not, the energy is not like all up in your face. So when those things happen, like retrogrades, always times to take a step back, you know. And there's multiple, like last year there was so many retrogrades that happened, and those are times, like I always say, when things get pulled back, it's like the fucking bow and arrow, right? A bow and arrow, right? The only way the arrow could shoot forward, right, is if the arrow gets pulled back. And then the more you pull it back, the further it's gonna shoot forward. And that's what I'm saying, is that 2018 was the year of retrogrades. For a lot of people, we all learned very difficult lessons, especially with Saturn and Capricorn, like super crazy. But all I'm trying to say, year of retrogrades, a lot of things got pulled back, but I feel like a lot of people ended off the year with a lot of positive outlooks. I feel like a lot of people kind of saw 2018 like, all right, you fucking kicked my ass, but I still got up, and I'm still at it. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still moving. And I feel stronger, and I feel like nothing could really stop me. And coming into 2019, you know, 2018 was the year of retrogrades. To me, I feel like 2019 is the year of recovery. It's the year of re-healing, you know? And I feel like 2019 is where we could really start to move forward in our lives little by little, you know? There's definitely a lot of challenging aspects, celestial wise, ahead in 2019, but not as crazy as 2018. But there's still a lot of challenges and stuff that, you know, we have to deal with, a lot of trauma that you gotta, like, you know, shuffle through and clear out and all that stuff. But 2019 is where we start to recover. We start to, you know, re-heal ourselves and, you know, really become the people that we want to be, the people that we know we are deep down inside, you know. So 2019, it's something to really look forward to. You know, I feel like there's a lot of good energy in the celestial beings and celestial body and the celestial atmosphere that is going to be beneficial this year, you know, in the aspect of, if you put your attention to the right things, if you provide your time and energy and use that resource to the things that you want, to the things that you want to manifest, the things you desire, to the life that you want to live, 2019 is going to be a major stepping stone for that. You know, it's going to be the year that we get really, really close to that life that you want. But the thing too is, because 2019 and moving forward, I'm not going to get to 2020 and 2021 and 2022 yet, because that's so far. But the thing with these next few years is that like life's going to change a lot within yourself, but also outside of yourself. You know, a lot of systems are going to change out here, the way things operate. And the thing with that is that that's why now you have to love yourself more than ever. You have to recover from all the shit that you've been through. You have to heal yourself. You have to, you know, make sure that you're dealing with your demons and you're facing your feelings and your emotions. You have to make sure that, you know, you start directing your boat, your ship, on this quest that you're on this journey, so you could find your answers on this questions that you have in your mind. But 2019 is definitely going to be a stepping stone, and it's so important because the years that follow that, it's a lot of things are going to change in this world. Like, you know, they say it's the end of the world, and they always say that for decades and probably centuries, but it's coming. And that's not to scare you, but the world as we know it, it's not like the world's going to blow up and Mother Earth is, you know, giving up on us, because she's not. Mother Earth is a fucking boss ass bitch. Mother Nature ain't going nowhere. You know, she's been here for so long, and right now all she's doing is purging. Right now is she's clearing the fucking shit that fucked her up. So a lot of things are gonna get destroyed before they could get recreated. Therefore, what I'm trying to tell you is that these next years is a lot of systems are gonna change, and you got to make sure you change as well within yourself, and you create your own system for you, that you become the programmer of your life and you do all the coding. You feel me? You have to make sure, because the biggest thing is that, and I'm not a person of division. I believe we're all one, and this is a whole collective, and we're all whole beings, and we're literally one. This is one race in a way. We're the human race. We all earthlings and shit. You know, we all live on this fucking planet. So moving forward, the thing is, when I say I'm not a person of division, is that if you don't leave this old life behind, if you don't sacrifice, if you don't want to give up the things that your old self loves, you're not going to be able to move forward. You're going to get stuck in the old paradigm and the old systems, you know, and then it's going to be really difficult, and that's going to be, you know, somewhat of a hell on earth type of experience, you know. And I don't care if I sound crazy right now, whatever, because you guys could watch this in a couple years and be like, oh shit. Because I've been talking about a lot of crazy shit for years before this digital world, and now people are coming to me and they want more information. But I say this is because the time is now, guys. The time is now more than ever, and it's never been a better time to do what you want. It's never been easier if you learn how to work smarter. You know, growing up, we all been taught to work hard, and I'm fucking guilty. I'm one of those people that worked my ass off. And I still work my ass off, but in a smarter way, more efficient way, in a way that's more peaceful to me in my mind and my soul and my body especially, you know. But it's not about working hard. Like, yeah, you definitely got to put work in. You definitely got to put the energy and time and focus and attention in. But it's about working smarter, about being more efficient, and also aligning. You know, we grew up to be like, work hard, hustle, and it's not about that. It's about aligning yourself with what you want, aligning yourself with your desires, aligning yourself with your inner child and the things you want to manifest, aligning yourself with what feels right. And there's never been a better time. Don't let no one else tell you different. And you do the research for yourself, or you dig and, you know, meditate and go within yourself to find the answers. But there's never been a better time. Don't let no one tell you like, oh my God, because this government shut down, or because, you know, the market's crashing, or whatever the hell it is. Like, yeah, these things are going to happen in this certain system, but the whole system's going to crash. Like, all this shit is going down, bro. Like, life is changing. And there's no better time than now to change with it. And I'm saying this because I love me, and that makes me love you. And I want you to love you. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to live the life that you want to live. I want you to wake up every day and do what you want to do. Because you want to do it, not because you have to. I love you guys. Anyways. So 2019 is the recovery year. This is where we heal. This is where we get even stronger. This is where we get better, wiser, smarter. And I hope you guys take the steps. And you don't got to look at it like it's overwhelming. Every day you could take a baby step towards what you want. Because if every day you take a baby step, at the end of the week, you'll take a leap. You'll look back and be like, wow, I got a couple things done. Wow. You know? And You know, it's just being patient, keeping your focus, and just deciding what you want. What do you want? Because it's time to recover from all the shit you've been through. Do it for you more than anybody else. Do it for you so then you could do it for the people you love. Do it for you so then you could do it for the world. But 2019, I feel very good about this year. I feel very great. You know, I told you there's still some celestial challenging aspects that will be coming our way. But it's not going to be nothing like 2018. I feel like 2018 was rough. And it was a great year. But it was rough. You know? Still got to where I wanted to go. Still got to do all the things I wanted to do. Did everything that I had on my list for the most part. The major things. But it was rough. The year of retrogrades kicked everybody's butt. But now it's time to move forward and just take baby steps and, you know, make sure that we're putting bandages on our cuts and leaving them alone. You know, leaving those wounds alone. The people that hurt you, the things you've been through, the situations that you've been in, leave that shit alone. Put a bandage on it. Clean it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Take care of it, talk nice, like, oh, okay, I hope you heal, I love you, you know what I'm saying? I forgive you. But put the bandage on the wounds of wherever you're hurting and leave it alone, because if you get cut and then you want that shit to heal, but you keep touching it, you keep poking it, and it starts to scab a little bit, then you pick the scab and it starts bleeding again, it's never gonna get healed. And that's what happens in life. Like, we carry on all the things and all the people, all the situations, all the memories that hurt us, that fucked us up, that traumatized us, that, you know, killed our inner child, that murdered our spirit. We carry that on and keep telling the same story over and over again. We keep touching that wound, and like I said, it won't get healed. You keep fucking poking at that cut. If anything, you're gonna just make it keep opening it up even wider. So let's put the bandage on 2018 and everything before that. All the shit that fucking killed your soul. Everything that made you bitter or angry at the world or upset or depressed. You know, I'm not telling you put a bandage and then forget about it. No, put a bandage, talk nice, look at it like, wow, like this made me into the person I am right now. But then leave it alone. Leave all those situations, all those people that are no good for you, leave it alone so it can heal. So you can get all that trauma out of your body, because trauma really lives in the body. It's trapped in our organs and all these systems that we have. We have a very complex, beautiful system in our bodies that operate, but trauma gets stuck in there. You could look this shit up. I don't make shit up, bro. I really don't. Like, I only spit factual things, because I'm not trying to be, you know, someone that's misleading you or leading you to a house that's on fire or being a false prophet or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not here to trick nobody. I don't care, bro. That's why I don't care if it's like 1 million people watch this or 2 people watch this, you know, as long as it helps them. And all I'm trying to say is that trauma gets trapped in your body. You could look this up. They have studies on this. They have documentaries and all that. And these things are trapped in our bodies. And that's why we feel certain emotions, and they correlate with certain organs and certain body parts, you know. And then that's how disease starts, because we're at this ease with ourselves, you know. And then the trauma and emotions, all that, like feelings, all that's really a physical thing as well, you know. We're multidimensional beings, so at the end of the day, anything that's spiritual or beyond the physical is also physical, because the physical is not even that physical. Atoms are like, what, 99% space, so they say, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So most of these things aren't even as physical as we think they are, you know. But all I'm trying to say is, let's heal together, please. Moment of silence for 2019. Because I love you guys. And let's heal together. Let's send each other good energy to make sure that, you know, we're restoring those cells in us. to restore the cells, to restore the self. Because we're made up of cells, that's all it is. Hella cells and shit. But anyways, guys, let's get into the readings, alright? Oh, so for this month, this is gonna be February. I'm gonna pull one card, guys, and I will do my best to translate the message and make sure that I get whatever it is. But sometimes, and I learned this from, I told you guys, go check out Mindful Dose, because she was the tarot reader for the event that I had in New Jersey in December, and you know, she was letting me know like the process of her thinking, and she was like, yeah, you know, I was gonna do like the regular spreads and do all these multiple cards, and then someone told her, she's like, you know what, I'm gonna just pull one card, and she's like, one card is enough. So thank you, because one card is enough. It's more than enough. So I hope you guys are okay with that. And let's get to it. So this is how the readings moving forward is gonna be. I'm gonna start off with Aries and work my way through Pisces. Sorry, Pisces, you guys are last, but save the best for last, right? But let's get to it. So first off, it's Aries, and let's see what pops up. I'm gonna try to do my best to give the right message, should I say. So let's get it. Oh, and if you guys don't know, when I do readings, I wait for the card to pop up. I don't know why. I feel like, no, I do know why. It's because I feel as if the universe or whatever source is telling me that's the card that I have to show you. So let's get to it. Aries. Oh, the cat popped up. Check him out, check him out. Yo, Boo. Hey. Yeah, Boo's in the building. But let's see. Aries. How's February looking for Aries? My beautiful Aries. And we got, right when I said beautiful Aries, it popped up. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins, 6 of Earth. So 6 of Pentacles, it's about kind of like what I was saying before, you know, distributing your energy and making sure you still have enough for yourself. So if you see here, he's, you know, giving some coins, some currency, some energy to these people that seem like they're in need of it. But as well, if you see here, he has you know, the scale, the Libra scale, which is funny because that's the opposite of Aries. But he has that scale to make sure he keeps his currency balanced, as in the energy that he's giving out, he's making sure he's not giving all his energy away, you know? So I feel for February, for Aries, you guys got to make sure that you keep a balance of how much energy you guys are giving out, and the aspect of, you know, are you helping people out? Are you talking to people? Are you giving actual currency like money to people? Are you giving people all your time and energy or your attention? Learn how to balance that out. And also it could work the other way. It's like, you know, instead of maybe you're over giving, maybe you're not giving enough, and you have to balance that energy out. That you can't be that selfish. You know, you have to, you know, at least provide good energy, like I was saying before, to people that are in need of it, you know, because you never know who needs a spark of good energy that day, and that could literally switch their whole day and their whole week, and then maybe their whole month, and then their whole year around, you know. So I feel like for Aries, I think it's time for you to make sure you balance that energy out, because, you know, you guys have a high spirit all the time. You know, Aries, I always say Aries is the baby of the zodiac, but baby's got the most life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're full of life because it's brand new, it's fresh. So it's important for you guys to share that, because there's other people that maybe are lacking the energy that you could provide, you know? So, all right. So that's that for Aries. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Next we got Taurus. My beautiful Taurus. I fucking love you guys. You guys been holding me down for a long time. Since I started this, you guys were really the first ones to like really start interacting with me and watching my videos and commenting and letting me know that it resonates and all that stuff. So big ups to all my Taurus. You guys always hitting me up. I had a lot of Taurus hit me up these last couple of months asking like, yo, you okay? What's going on? Because Taurus got that earth energy, so they want to provide that physical presence in someone else's life, so I appreciate you guys. But let's see what the card was that popped up. Ooh, all right, we got 3 of Swords, 3 of Air, of the mentality. So 3 of Swords, as you see, there's 3 swords going through a heart, which doesn't look too fun or pretty. But when I see this, 3 of Swords could stand for misunderstandings, miscommunications, also heartbreaks, but also things that have to be discontinued. It's also like putting how do I say chocolate pudding. No, it's putting like the knife into it. Like I forgot what the saying was, but like just putting the knife into whatever it is that's no longer serving you, putting the end into these things. I feel like Taurus, that's been a big thing, especially with Taurus, because you guys, whatever you like and whatever is the pleasures that you get in this life and the way you live, you guys are very, very attached to it, to be honest. And I feel like 3 of Swords is saying, especially mentally, you have to start detaching from things. And sometimes it's hard. Therefore, you have to kind of like kill it, whatever it is, like you have to put an end to it. You got to snip it in the bud, It's not like, if there's something major right now that you feel like it's holding you back or not providing the best energy to you, then that's like a sense of direction of where that energy is probably at, that you have to get rid of it. So I hope you guys could identify what it is that's, how do I say, holding you back or not giving you the best energy, not serving you well. And I hope that you guys are able to, really go your separate ways with certain things, certain peoples, or certain situations, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. One of the biggest things, it's like, whatever situations you put yourself in, or whatever people you put yourself around, whatever things you're consuming, as in food or food for thought, what you're reading, watching, all these things. So not all of it is good for you, because if it was, you'll be living your best fucking life, So what I'm trying to say is that identify these things that you're probably, putting around you, or it's not good for you, but you keep hanging out with that person, or you shouldn't be going to this place, but you keep going to that place for some reason. Stop with the shit, Taurus. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. All right, next we got, what is it? Cancer. My baby Cancers. How y'all doing? No, this is Gemini. Luckily I didn't flip the card already. Gemini. Oh, I love my Geminis. I love you. Geminis hold me down. I got so many Geminis in my life. Not like so many, but a lot of Geminis that are like very good hearted. And it's hard to find a good Gemini, because Geminis are crazy. Well, not that they're crazy, they got multiple people in them, and I could definitely resonate with that, because I feel like I have like 12 people in me, But let's see what we got for you beautiful Geminis. The Hierophant. This is so funny, because this is such a Gemini card. So I always say the Hierophant, it's about, balancing your energies out, which is funny, because we were just talking about, like, Gemini has 2 people. So it's about being grounded, making sure you're grounded, but still flying high. You still have a free spirit. Also, if you see right here, sacred animal, the lamb, and then we have keys above it, right? The sacredness of keys. And I always say the keys, because the Hierophant, you can't see it from here because this is the New Vision tarot cards, but in the traditional tarot cards, you can see everybody from the front. So you wouldn't even see this picture. You just see the Hierophant in the front, and he's talking to like a large crowd or whatever. And what I always say that these keys is key words, right? The Hierophant, they always say it's like, like a pope or someone of authority, and someone that speaks with power, right? And Gemini, you guys are the messenger of the gods, and you guys could speak with power. And I feel like February is the time to speak with power, with anything that you want. But the big thing with keys that I was going to say is that key words open doors. So be aware of the words that you're saying and how to use them and how to utilize it. And I feel like any door could open for you guys this month. Any door, as long as you're speaking about it in the right way. Not talking about things that you want, being sad that, oh, I don't think I can get that, or being so logical that it's like, oh, it's not possible. You know what I'm saying? Use your words and use it with confidence and power, and know that whatever it is that you say could be easily. Just have to trust and believe, especially in yourself. Believe in your words, believe in the way you're going about things, believe in your heart. If you're a good person and you align yourself, anything can happen. People with good hearts always receive anything they want. It might not be right away, especially how you guys like it. You Geminis want everything bop bop bop. But I feel like that's something to work on. Like I said, that card was also saying, still be your free spirited self, which you are always, Gemini, but learn to be grounded as well, so that things like don't get out of hand or you lose yourself. And learn how to use your words with power. Use those key words to open doors. Appreciate you, Geminis, watching always and always. So now we got Cancer, my baby Cancers. I call you guys baby Cancers because you guys are babies. Nah, just kidding. I call you guys baby Cancers because you guys are so pure in the way of a baby, and you guys are loving, and I feel like babies bring people together, especially families, and Cancer's about family. What are you doing, boo? The cat's over here trying to attack me. But anyways, Cancer, let's see what we got. All right, we got 7 of Pentacles. Whoa. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Coins, 7 of Earth. So 7 of Pentacles, I always say, is the harvest. And it's kind of funny. It's about putting in work and then bringing it in. It's about things starting to come into fruition and you starting to see things become evident in your life. And you might feel tired at this point. You might feel like you've been doing so much, or whatever that you're doing is not really working. But this is why also you see there's like a spirit, ghost, or angel, whatever, up here. And I always say this is like your guide. This is source. This is whatever, directs you in your inner being, in your higher self. So I feel like this is a moment in time right now for you, Cancer, that it's like, you might feel like giving up, or feeling like whatever you're doing is not working, or just feeling like you're just tired of this, and it's like, all right, why am I doing this? Or it could be a time that, you're seeing things starting to happen, but it's probably not happening as fast as you want it. But trust the source, trust yourself, trust your higher self, trust your inner being, trust that your guides are guiding you in the right way, And remember, everything out here is signs. Like, there's literally signs everywhere, all the time, everywhere you see, everywhere you look, at the time. Like, you could look at the time and the numbers will tell you something. You could look at the date. You could look at certain signs, like literally signs like billboards or advertisements, and there'll be certain words that pop out to you to let you know, like, yo, you on your way, So don't give up, Cancer. Don't give up, because you're very close. I think things are coming into fruition, and if you really look, you'll see there's some things that are showing you that it's evident in your life. Whatever it is that you're trying to get, I feel like it's right there around the corner. So don't give up, okay? Love you, my baby Cancers. Thank you for watching. All right, next we got Leo. But yeah, let's see what we got for you, beautiful Leos, for February. All right, we got Queen of Wands, Queen of fire, that desire, that action, that passion. Anyways, Queen of Wands. I always say, and it's funny, but I always say this is, about nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. The Queen of Wands is right here, and I feel like these are the three, how do I say, like phases, stages of the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is her on her throne. This is another aspect of her, and this is her inner child. This is probably like the old wise version of her, and this is a version of her that no one gets to see, and this is her inner child. That's her inner being. And you see, they're nice. Where there's a garden. Can you get this clear for me? Let's see. Anyways, it doesn't want to get clear right now, but it seems like they're in a garden, flower with flowers. She got a sunflower right there. If you see right here, there's fruits. There we go. Got fruits and stuff, and fruits are always, something of nature, and nature nurtures, right? So for Leos, I feel like it's about nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, making sure you're making the right decisions this month, making sure that you're not, disregarding yourself and putting your priorities or things that must come first in your life second or third, or putting it aside and forgetting about things. Don't forget about to take care of your health, because health is wealth. You want to be an abundant being, you have to take care of your health. Also making sure that, you're not letting people like walk all over you or whatever it may be, or you're not letting others take away time from yourself, So that's the big thing I feel like for Leos, and I've been feeling that energy for Leos, like building up, that it's like, yo, because we had that eclipse, I think it was the final eclipse in Leo, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was, but that energy alone was just like, kind of giving me the sense that it's like, all right, a lot of things I feel are gonna get eclipsed out of Leo's life, shadowed over, or become destroyed in a way that you have to restore and recreate and generate new energy, and that comes from nurturing yourself. So like, say when you're like sick and you feel like you're dying or whatever, after that, in order to like heal yourself and recover, you have to nurture yourself. You have to give yourself like, medicine. And to me, medicine is it could be love, it could be just water, it could be fasting, it could be making sure that I'm taking care of my responsibilities, it could be just listening to good music, it could be making sure you put in the right foods into your body, and you're consuming good food for thought and soul food, for your spirit and all that. So Leo, make sure you take care of yourself, please. Thanks for watching. Much love. Next we got Virgo. How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got for Virgo, 6 of Swords, 6 of Air, the mentality. So 6 of Swords, a card that I'm very familiar with. It's about transitions. It's about you going to the other side of things. It's about you finding your inner circle, the people that really care and fuck with you and love you, and protecting them, protecting your energy, protecting yourselves. And, more than anything, it's not like just solely a physical thing of transitions right now, of you going to a new place in your life, but it's more of your mind state. And when I say state, a state of mind, what do they call? I used to live in New York and New Jersey and North Carolina. Well, now I live in North Carolina. But those are all states, right? And your state determines your location. So when I say a state of mind, it's kind of pointing to, where are you? Here. And I feel like Virgo here is transitioning right now. I feel like you've been seeing a lot of things that you didn't like. You've experienced a lot of things, and you're like, I don't want this. I want to be over there. I want to live this life. I want to have this type of energy around me. And I feel like that's what's been going on with Virgo, and I think you guys are taking the steps. At least I feel like you started to receive the realizations that you need to realign yourself, you know, redesign your life and head in a new direction. And this transition is happening here. So where's your state of mind, Virgo? Because I feel like you're getting a new state of mind. I think you're moving. Anyways, I hope that resonates, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, Virgo. All right. Next we got Libra. And let's see what we got for Libra. 9 of chalices, 9 of water, the emotions, that soul work. So 9 of chalices talks about your well-being. It talks about abundance. You see all the cups over here all standing up, all gold, everything. 9 of chalices, I feel like for Libra is saying, you know, also take care of yourself, but also realize that, you know, everything's good in your life. Realize that everything's working out good. You got the people that you need, even if it's not a lot of people, or even if it is. I feel like you have the people that you need in your life, and I feel like you're doing well yourself. And I feel like you just have to remind yourself. You have to make sure that you know that, you know, you're at a good place in your life right now. You got to make sure that, you know, you're enjoying life right now. Make sure to appreciate everything that's going on, and to, you know, be in the midst of it. As in, I feel like good things are happening for Libra, and it might not seem like it to them, but I feel like you have a lot of good things to be grateful for. And gratitude has to be the attitude, because gratitude is one of the major things to keep attracting greater things into your life. You know, when you're happy with what you got right now, it's going to just bring more things for you to be happy about. You know, that's one of the major things, you know, in manifesting, is making sure that you're grateful. Because to be grateful means you're full of greatness. You feel me? So be happy with what you got, Libra. Okay? Don't be looking at other people and saying like they got that and I want that and I don't care about what I got because I'm already over it. Because sometimes Libra's like that, because they're a lot in the mind, and it's like, you know, you like to keep it fresh. You're ruled by Venus, and Venus loves all these beautiful different things and different experiences. But be grateful for what you got. You have a lot of good things going on in your life, even though it may not seem like it right now. Make sure you're grateful. Gratitude is the attitude. Thanks for watching, Libra. Appreciate you. Alright, next we got Scorpio. I love you, Scorpios. Scorpios are the shit, bro. And everybody kind of like loves Scorpio but don't, and they think they're like mysterious and all that. But Scorpio just has like, it has to be like, you know, the Phoenix part of Scorpio, that, you know, that third level up, or that third aspect of evolving within thyself. That it's like, Scorpio, you go through shit. You go through shit, bro. And you take that and you flip it and you turn it into something good. You know, there's a lot of darkness that lives within you, and I love that. I love the darkness, because everything comes from the darkness. Don't be afraid of your darkness, Scorpio. But anyways, I'm over here talking about something else. Let's see what card you got. Alright, we got King of Wands, King of Fire, that desire, that passion, that action, that ambition. King of Wands, first of all, he's an entrepreneur. He's a leader. He's one that puts his foot down and overstands and oversees things. He's the one that tames the beast within, and we all have a beast within. King of Wands intertwines his masculine and feminine energy to provide the best quality of energy within thyself, because we all have feminine and masculine energy inside. You know, and we all have this beast, this animal within us that we have to tame. And King of Wands is telling you, hey, Scorpio, it's time for you to take the lead. It's time for you to be the person that you are to be. Scorpio, it's time for you to, you know, forgive everything and everyone for all the shit that's happened to you. I feel like, boo. Scorpio, I feel like, you know, it's time for you to, you know, tame that beast within, that crazy energy inside of you that sometimes wants to like kill somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or that energy that makes you hold grudges, or, you know, just feel like, you know, such a type of energy that you don't want to like talk to nobody because they did this or whatever it is. Not saying like, oh, if someone did you wrong, you gotta go talk to them or anything, but be that leader, lead by example, you know. Be strong enough to oversee and overstand the situation. Not understand. Don't stand under the situation. Overstand the situation. Stand over it. Rise above the bullshit. Intertwine within yourself and discipline. That's what taming the beast is about, discipline, you know. So I hope you Scorpios tame the beast. I hope you guys forgive. And I hope you guys, you know, be the leader that you are. Scorpios, everybody loves Scorpios on the low, even if they don't want to tell you. So, yeah, guys, be the leader that you are. You know, time to level up. I feel like it's a big year for Scorpio because Scorpio, you guys had Jupiter just move out of your sign the last couple months, and when Jupiter leaves your sign in the following year is when he gives you all the rewards. And I feel like that's why, you know, King of Wands is saying tame the beast, to discipline yourself and intertwine your feminine and masculine energy to, you know, level up and give the highest quality of energy, because I feel like a lot of good things are coming for you guys. And it starts now. You know, in order for you to receive it, you have to be ready. So be ready. All right, Scorpio? Appreciate y'all watching. All right. Next we got Sagittarius, which Jupiter is currently in. That's funny. But let's see what card we got for you guys. Ooh, Ace of Chalices, Ace of Cups, Ace of Water. So Ace of Chalices is about abundance. Ace of Chalices is about your inner children and making sure that they're happy. You know, this overflowing abundance of energy. You know, Ace of Chalices is like the water seems to never stop. It just keeps coming. It keeps coming. And water is life. And I feel like right now, Sagittarius, you guys are at a point that life is good and it could get even better and better and better. But you have to make sure that you're taking care of your inner children, okay? You have to make sure that your inner children's not acting up, or making sure that, you know, it just thinks it's all about fun and games, you know. But make sure to enjoy everything at the same time, Sagittarius. Make sure to see the abundance in your life and be aware of everything that's happening in your life and how things are evolving in your life, you know. Make sure to be conscious of the fact that, you know, life is changing for you right now, Sagittarius, because we got the Ace of Chalices, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Water. So that means there's a new beginning. And there's a beginning of abundance, and your inner children, your inner kids are going to be happy. And though you saw there was a boy and a girl, and that's why I said inner children, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, and that the core of our energy, of our being, is our child. Like, who we were as a child is literally us forever, in a way, you know. So I feel like there's a great amount of abundance in you guys' lives. And I feel like you have to be aware of it, make sure that you're embracing it, accepting it, and realizing like life is changing, you know, and you're changing, Sag, you know, and it's okay. Don't be afraid of it. Sometimes Sag is at first hard with changes, even though it's good changes, but then once they're in the flow of changing, they're totally with it, and you're 100% in that change, and then life changes even more to a higher level. So there's abundance out there for you guys. Make sure you're loving your inner children, your inner child, that masculine and feminine energy. Make sure you're taking care of it, that you're balancing it out. And also be aware that, you know, not everything is fun and games, but when it is, make sure you're having fun with those games. Alright, Sag. Appreciate y'all watching. Next, we got Capricorn. Let's see what we got for you, my Capricorn. Alright, Knight of Chalices, Knight of Cups, Knight of Water. So Knight of Chalices is usually talking about source energy, about providing, but also observing and absorbing. And when I say observing and absorbing, what I mean is that when you observe things, as you are right now, you're observing me speak to you. You start to absorb the energy that I'm giving. So Knight of Chalices is saying, be aware of your surroundings. If anything, Capricorn especially, make sure you're not, talking all the time, or you're not the one that's, being the one that's taking the action all the time. Make sure that you're not speaking over people. Make sure that you're listening to people. Make sure you're watching your surroundings and being aware of everything that's going on. Make sure that, making sure that you could just take a step back, and not feeling like you always have to be in action, because that's one major thing for Capricorn. That especially right now, that Capricorn's in Saturn, which is good, but it's also like it gives you the feeling that you always have to be doing something, and if you're not, that you're not good enough, and if you're not doing something, you feel like you're not progressing. Sometimes not doing something and just observing and absorbing the energy around you could help you gain wisdom. Sometimes you learn more by watching instead of trying to talk and act like you already know everything. And there might be people around you too, because Knight of Chalices also talks about source energy, being around the source. Because if you see there's the like a river here, and that provides someone to bathe in or wash their hair like she's doing, or get some water, some fresh water to drink. So being around source energy, that means you might be around someone or something or a type of situation that could provide a lot of beneficial information or energy towards you. But you have to make sure that you're observing, that you're watching, that you're listening, because when you observe, then you absorb that energy. And then you could take that energy in and then change it into your own, or you could use that into where you gotta go, But it's okay, Capricorn, too, to not do certain things. You don't always have to be in action. You don't always have to be active, because part of manifesting is aligning, and part of aligning with yourself is about sometimes taking rest. I learned this these last 2 years, because I was a fucking bona fide hustler. I was busting my butt for 10 years, working 2-3 jobs, doing some side hustles and all that, thinking that this is the only way, this is how I'm gonna make it, this is how I'm gonna have these things happen to me or happen in my life. And then I learned about rest, and rest means to restore and generate more, So Capricorn, make sure you take your breaks, make sure you rest a little bit. It's okay, I promise. Thanks for watching, guys. Next, we got Aquarius. My lovely Aquarius. Let's see what we got for you guys. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Coins, 4 of Earth. So 4 of Pentacles, Aquarius, it's telling you to focus right now. I think there's something that you may want, and I think you have to focus on it. I think you see him right here, right? He's looking up here. He wants to get here. He knows he's gonna get here. And the thing is, if you see here, he has the pentacles on his head. He has one of the pentacles, one of the coins, one of the currencies. This is energy. Currency is energy. Like a air current or a water current or electric current. All those things generate energy. So currency is energy. And you have to make sure your energy is focused right here, because this is how you spend your currency, when you pay attention. You feel me? So make sure you're paying attention to the things that you want. I feel like you want something right now, Aquarius, and you have to be focused. And don't let nothing distract you, because I think you're trying to attract something. So don't let anyone or anything distract what you're trying to attract, because it's going to take you off track. You feel me? So Aquarius, make sure you stay focused. I think you want something, and I think you could get it. I don't think it's too far-fetched, even though it seems like it's far away and it's, out of hand. But anything is possible. Like I said earlier in this video, this is the gold mine. And it's filled with everything that you want. You just gotta go in there and dig. Okay? Especially you, Aquarius. You guys could do fucking anything. Yeah, literally, you guys could do anything. So, Aquarius, February, staying focused. And if you're already focused, great. Stay focused. Keep using that currency, paying attention to the things that you want, paying attention to what you desire, spending time and spending your energy, because it's currency, spending time and spending your energy to the things that you want, towards the things you want. You feel me? You gotta invest in yourself, and it starts here. This is where all the money's at. All right, Aquarius? So February is about focus, because that's the money. Time, energy, and focus. Time, energy, focus, and attention. But yeah, Aquarius, make sure you got your head in the game. You're in the zone. Don't let nobody fucking bother you. If you gotta be an introvert, be an introvert. If you gotta go hide. But I feel like a lot of good things are ahead of you, and you could reach that mountaintop that you truly belong on. And just focus. Pay attention to the right things. Spend your time, spend your energy in the correct way. Much love. Thanks for watching. And last but not least, like I said in the beginning, save the best for last. My lovely Pisces. I love you guys. And like I said, you guys, I'm so sorry I haven't put videos up, because you guys really looked out in that last reading I did in November. Like, I thought I was about to go super viral, to be honest, because every day I was looking at the video, I'm like, the numbers keep going up. And then it was 2-3 weeks later, I'm like, the numbers keep going up. When is it gonna stop? But you guys definitely gave me a couple thousand views, a lot of love, a lot of comments. I'm sorry if I didn't reply to everybody, but I love you guys. Thank you for coming and spending your time and energy with me right now, and giving me your ears. But yeah, Pisces, I appreciate you guys a lot. Let's see what you got for February. Of course. Yes. Alright, guys, we got King of Pentacles, King of Earth, King of Coins. Sorry, guys, there's immense energy going through me right now. When the electricity starts flowing through. This really speaks to me. But King of Pentacles, let's get it. King of Pentacles, Pisces. This is about you sitting in your throne. And I feel like this just keeps popping up for Pisces, every few months and then every year. It's time to own your throne, Pisces. It's time to claim that shit and know that it's yours. King of Pentacles is about abundance. It's about strength. It's about not letting anything bother you. It's about, being very grounded. King of Pentacles is about also strength and trade, as in business. I feel like February is going to show you a lot of things that are going to give you the signs to show you that your business is going to enhance. And when I say business, it could be for you young entrepreneurs out there. Big ups to you guys. Or any age entrepreneur. It doesn't have to just be young, but we're all young in spirits. But any entrepreneurs, that could be business. Anyone that has employees, or even your personal life. That's why they say mind your business, because we all have our own business to mind. You know, keep your mind on your business. And I feel like King of Pentacles is saying that. I feel like King of Pentacles for Pisces is saying, you know, you have a lot of good things going on. You created strong, stable foundations in your mind. Now it's time to get that out in the physical world. You know, it's time to stop, you know, being so, I don't want to say stop being like introverted, because that's just a part of your nature in a way. So I'm not trying to say don't be you, but Pisces can also be extroverted as fuck sometimes, depending who they're around. But what I'm trying to say more than anything, it's like coming out here. Like King of Pentacles rules the fucking 3D, the third dimensional realm, and it's about coming out here, owning your throne, claiming that shit that is yours, saying that, yo, I've been doing what I have to do. Now, sooner or later, I'm gonna start doing what I want to do. You know, King of Pentacles is also saying there's much abundance, there's much greatness ahead, and all you have to do is claim these things. They're not too far. They're around the corner right here. Literally. Everything that you want, Pisces, is right there around the corner. Just get your butt off the couch and go get it. I'm just fucking with y'all, because I know some Pisces are getting it right now. So, but King of Pentacles, it really is talking to me, because I feel like, you know, there's much abundance ahead for Pisces, and all you have to do is claim it. I feel like that's really the thing with Pisces. I feel like Pisces think they don't deserve things because they've been through so much shit. Wow. The music just got louder when I said that. But anyways, I feel like Pisces really believes they don't deserve a lot of things. I feel like Pisces thinks that, you know, they're not worthy of things. And, you know, because you've been through so many things that, you know, life really humbled your butt. Like extremely, especially this last year. But more than anything, that's more evidence, more confirmation to tell you that, yo, you deserve all this, Pisces. You deserve to be the King of Pentacles, or in many of your cases, the Queen, you know. And yet you have to claim it. You have to talk to yourself, to the universe, your higher self, your inner child, your inner being, and be like, I deserve this. I earned this. I'm worthy of this. I went through all that shit for this. Because it's not far, Pisces. The life that you want, the abundance, the greatness. If you want to create something, if you want a business, if you want to do new activities, hobbies, anything, whatever the fuck it is, it's not far, Pisces. It's right there. It's right around the corner, and you just have to go claim it. Own it. Know that it's yours. Everything that you want is yours. Everything. Because Pisces, you deserve it. You really deserve it. And I hope you know that. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I appreciate you. Alright. That was crazy. How long is this video? Almost 2 hours? Wow. Yeah, if you guys made it to the end, I appreciate you guys. I hope you received what you needed. I hope things resonated. I hope there was something in there somewhere that I said and activated or triggered something in your mind of benefit towards you. And yeah, I'm excited, guys. You know, I'm excited to continue doing this because I love to do this, you know. I love to help you guys. I love to be the provider of food for thoughts. So if anything, you know, feed me back. Comment down below. Let me know how it goes, how it went, what it do, what it does. If you don't like it, it's okay as well. But if you do, feel free to share, like, and all that good stuff. Yeah, and then right here, as you guys been seeing the whole time, WillieContraband.com. You guys want any readings, feel free to go there and check out the options. I have sales on pretty much everything on my website right now, so definitely check that out. Also, if you would like to make a contribution to Willie Contraband, my PayPal link's down below in the description as well. I would appreciate you, even if it's $1 to whatever, you know. anything is always appreciated. I appreciate everything in my life. But yeah guys, I'm so happy I got to do this video finally. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna try to do a video. Damn, February looks busy too, but I'm definitely gonna do the March readings. I want to start doing those series like the World of Words and Monday, Miracle Monday manifestation walks, like those series soon. Hope maybe March, when things probably like clear up a little bit for me. But I'm definitely gonna do the readings. This is the new format. I hope you guys could appreciate this, of us being a collective and me intertwining everything together. Putting all the signs together in one reading. Because I feel like this is going to be good. So many people coming to this video is providing this video more and more energy, and it's connecting more people. So yeah, it could be people all over the world in different locations, in different places, with different faces and all that. But everyone that comes watches this one video now for these readings, you guys are all connected some way, somehow. And that's what it's about, the interconnectedness. We are a collective, and it's trippy shit, but once you go deep into a whole bunch of self and the way the systems work and the way the earth is designed and us as humans are designed, like we all come from the same source, and that's why I want to bring us all together here in the digital world. And hopefully I'll see you guys in future events. I'll start posting the events as it goes along. Hopefully you guys are in locations nearby or close enough to make it. I would love to meet a lot of you in person, but if not, we keep macking it on here, alright guys? Anyways, I'm just talking at this point. I'm just grateful. I'm happy I got to do this for you guys. But yeah guys, I'll see you soon next month. Let's get it. Alright, this has been your food for thought, and I hope you enjoy it. Much peace, much love.
They got you thinking that I'm dying, quoting all my songs, telling you that I'm lying. Don't ignore the truth, cause the truth will always find you. No matter where you go, is always right there behind you. See the shiny lights is only really there to blind you. Crazy how the stars in the sky could define you. Crazy how the stars in the sky could define you. I'm going on my mind, off a tab in the